Welcome to Cloud Infrastructure Services YouTube channel. In this video, we are going to show you how you can set up an Ansible Control Node server on Ubuntu hosted on Google Cloud Platform. So simply click the link in the description box to come to this marketplace listing for Google Cloud, and from here you want to create a new virtual machine with this particular image. Now this image comes with pre-installed Ansible Control Node server. So from this page, simply click on launch. After that, you would be brought to this page from where you can customize your virtual machine. So give your virtual machine a deployment name, choose the region or zone where you want to deploy your virtual machine, scroll down and choose the machine type according to your requirements and the disk space according to your requirements as well, and then finally scroll down, accept the agreement and then click on deploy. After that, you need to simply wait for the deployment process to complete. Once the deployment process has been completed, you can move on to the next step, which is to connect to the SSH terminal of our newly created virtual machine. So for that, simply click on this button that says SSH. Now that is going to open up a new window which is going to connect to the SSH service of our virtual machine. Once inside the SSH terminal, the very first thing that we want to do is that we want to make sure of the Ansible installation. For that, simply type in the command Ansible space --version and then hit enter. So it is going to print out the version of Ansible. So as you can see that we are running the version 2.9.6. Now we can learn how to create a new inventory. So to create an inventory, simply click on the link in the description box to come to this official documentation by Ansible, and from here we are going to simply copy some of the lines over here. So head back to the SSH terminal, and in here we are going to create a new YAML file. So for that, simply type in sudo nano inventory.yaml, and now we are going to paste in the lines. Now as you can see that we are trying to connect to a host, but this host does not exist. So for this inventory, I have created a host running on Amazon. So I'm simply going to copy this address and paste it inside my inventory.yaml file. After that, I'm also going to specify the user by typing in ansible_user :space Ubuntu, which is the user that I'm going to be using to connect to the SSH service of my virtual machine on Amazon. After that, we also need to provide the SSH private key. So for that, simply type in ansible_SSH_private_key_file : and I'm going to place this private key file at etc ansible and then the name of the file, which is going to be cis.pem. And lastly, we are going to specify the connection type. So for that, simply type in ansible_connection : and the connection is going to be SSH. After that, we can simply save and exit from the file. After that, we are simply going to verify our inventory by using the following command. So as you can see that our host is grouped inside the tag virtual machines. Now to run this inventory file, we're simply going to copy this command and paste it inside our SSH terminal and then execute it. But remember that we do need to place the cis.pem file or the private SSH key. So after placing in my private key file or pasting the data from the private key file, I can run this command and ping my inventory or the host inside my inventory. And if you're prompted, simply type in yes and then hit enter. And as you can see that we were able to ping that secondary host using Ansible. Now let's learn how to create a playbook. So for that, again click the link in the description box or simply change this page to creating a playbook, and then simply copy this whole section. Now what this is going to do is that it is going to create a few tasks. A playbook is a bunch of tasks that your machine is going to perform. So for that, head back to the SSH terminal, type in sudo nano and type in playbook.yaml file. And in here, simply paste in the lines, Ctrl+O, hit enter, Ctrl+X to save and exit from the file, and then simply execute the playbook using this command. So what we are doing inside this playbook is that we are pinging our host or our secondary host, and if the ping is successful, we simply print out hello world onto the terminal. And just like that, we can see that our playbook was working perfectly fine. So that brings us to the end of this tutorial. Now if you have any queries regarding this tutorial, make sure to leave that query in the comment section down below. And make sure to check out the link in the description box for the marketplace listing for Google Cloud Platform. And finally, if this video has helped you in any way, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.